Well, good morning. It's Tuesday the 28th. I believe it's the 28th. And I thought I would take you along. I wasn't intending to vlog today, but, well, shit has gone haywire the last few days. And I thought it'd be interesting to bring you along. I'm currently taking Layla for a walk. This last weekend was when Roe versus Wade was overturned. And I have not been in a great mood because of that. It's an entirely different conversation than what's going on today, but it kind of leads into how I was feeling yesterday. So Roe versus Wade was overturned. I was not in a great place, and I was also having a really bad kidney weekend. Like, we didn't wind up going to any of the Pride events because I was feeling so crappy. I mean, I guess it's good that I wasn't scheduled for live streams or anything because I was taking a 3-day weekend. But you know, when you are planning to take like days off and then you get sick, you're like, well, yay, I'm sick on my days off, so I'm not losing money, but I am losing my days off. Then Monday I woke up and I was like, okay, fuck it. With as crappy as I've been feeling and everything else, I need to get some work done. I have a big freelance job, among other things. And I'm walking Layla and she's sniffing everything. This is her morning walk situation. Jesse went into the office, did not take Layla. He had a new hire he had to onboard, and just having the dog there was not going to be a good idea. So he left Layla with me. I woke up about 8:30, went downstairs, and there was water coming through the ceiling in my basement. Now, not too much. It was very little. The water on the ground kind of looked like a cat peed. Okay, walk with me. And it quickly started to dry up, but we weren't sure what was going on. So I was like, fuck, I don't want to call Jesse. He has to go in. So I wound up calling a plumber, wound up walking me through looking for some things, and then Jesse got home to help me with it because I did wind up calling him. We wound up cutting into the ceiling, and then the plumber came, and turns out it wasn't a leak. Somebody in the middle of the night who has a habit of putting their cup in the water dispenser and letting it sit as opposed to watching it. It overflowed and it spilled everywhere. And this has happened before, and we've been like, don't do this, it's going to cause a problem. And they're like, yeah, whatever. Well, this time it caused a problem. It went under the fridge, and there was a small gap in like the molding behind the fridge, and that's where it went down into the ceiling. So thankfully, not a leak. Thankfully, not a lot of water, but still, there's drywall holes in my ceiling now, and I'm not going to really be able to use my office until we get that repaired, because I would have to move all my shit and then just move it all back again. So yeah, if I can't work down there, which if we're not going to be able to get it repaired for like a good long time, then I might as well reset my office up and then break it down when it's time to get it repaired. But I think we'll be able to get it repaired before then with the contractor we've used before that was recommended by our realtor. So in order for me to be able to work, I need to set up a makeshift office. What I think I'm going to have to do is maybe set up a couple of spots. Maybe put my computer in the nook because there's internet connections and a desk there already. And then maybe set up for filming and painting on the dining room table, both because it's cooler and because the desk in the nook is small enough where if I want to film or paint, I would have to physically move my desktop. This is just making me wish that I had upgraded to a new laptop, which is something I've been thinking about doing, but whatever. So on my to-do list today is to get my makeshift workspaces set up. I canceled my patron stream for today when I got the damage because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get my live streaming figured out today. Like, even if I get this stuff set up, getting the live stream, it was just too much to put on myself. So I was like, I'll just cancel this one. It was going to be a color theory kind of lesson. So I'm just going to move that to next week. I also need to run to Walgreens, pick up prescriptions, to Ulta to pick up some face wash, which I've already ordered. It's just waiting for me there. And I may wind up setting up the crock pot today, which I need to do at about 2-ish. So I got to remember to do that. And it's primary day. I have to go drop my ballot off. First time voting in Colorado. Although the Democrat primary here is not as interesting as the Republican because it's all incumbents for my district. So anyway, talk to you soon. Jess and I were talking about me utilizing this situation to potentially repaint the different color in here. Thankfully not too much damage, but I won't be able to work for a while. So what I'm gonna need to do upstairs is I need to get my podcast microphone up. I need my computer up. And then I need a spot with my lights and with a microphone, or with my lights and with my tripod to film and paint. So that's gonna be on the docket for today. I've already pulled my hair up into a pineapple head bun because it's already fucking like 80 degrees. It's gonna be over 90 here today, so I'm hot. I love this new shirt though. I got this from Target because I didn't have any tank tops that weren't so worn out and janky looking. It's been a long time since I found a good tank top that's long enough for me and doesn't expose the plumber's butt, because crop tops seem to be coming back. But this one is Target. It's Ava and Viv. It's the plus size line, and I like it so much I ordered a couple more, and that should keep me on tank tops for probably a couple years. I can usually get a few years out of Target clothes. There's some of them had going for years and years. So this lady is sad that she's not in Jesse's office right now, but the kitten is running loose and he's on a call. He can't supervise him to make sure she doesn't accidentally smush him. By the way, this thing that I put up in my last vlog, it's working great. Lou has been using the shit out of it. Like, the kitten has used it too, but it's right up Lou's alley. So right here is where I think I'm gonna set up my computer. That blue cord is direct internet access. That's Sunny's laptop that was in here because they were taking their GED test, which they passed all of them. So woohoo, we're gonna be going to sushi this week to celebrate. I think this will be where I put my computer, but you can see it's not a huge desk. It was never meant to be like a big working desk. And while I have all of my acrylic painting supplies here, I think I'm gonna try and watercolor paint downstairs on the kitchen table. Bark, bark. So I've been currently just using my iPad to work right here, getting some like emails done and stuff. But I think I'm gonna get set up here for filming. And then upstairs, Jesse is currently working on getting my internet secured, doing mystical things I don't understand with cables, which are his love language. But this is where I'll do like computer work and any voice recording that I need to. I already had to warn RJ to shut the fuck up because this is the wall that I share with his room, and he is loud. All right, so here is kind of what I think is gonna work for right now. Of course, always ever evolving. I got my podcast mic hooked up, my charger for my watch, my AirPods, and my phone. Here is my weekly planner, and underneath is my bullet journal. I'm just gonna start using the iPad for work. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll link it. I have to do the HB90 stuff this week. That was on my list for this week. So, and then this is my ballot. I gotta get this turned in today. My keyboard and mouse, external hard drive that I used to edit on. And I have my Post-its so I can start working on my Kanban board, my pen jug, my pen pouch from Moxie Life, and then there's my iPad charging. And then I've got the rest is productive background. I give a new freebie out on my email list every single month on the first Monday. This was May's question mark? I don't remember. But the desktop background and the phone background were patron exclusives, but there was a printable that you got in the email. Anyway, I decided to put this up because I think it'll look nice in here with these colors, but also a good reminder, because one of the reasons I haven't set my office up here is because I suck at setting boundaries, but I think working next to the cat box will probably keep me from overdoing it. Now, this is not where I'm going to paint, and likely not where I'm going to film. Those will be downstairs, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. What I need to do is fill my ballot out and then go drop it off and go to Walgreens before the pharmacy closes for lunch. So I am in my Suave minivan rental, which I still have not gotten word on when I'm getting my car back yet. I am off to run several errands. I'm going to stop at Starbucks. I have a drive-through pickup. Yes. For a strawberry acai refresher because it is balls fucking hot. My secret to that drink, I really like it, but it's too sweet for me. So what I do is I get a Trenta because of my fucking dehydration to the max. Extra ice, extra water. And that just waters it down just enough to make it really delicious for me. Then I'm going to go to Walgreens, get my prescriptions before they close for lunch. Then I am going to Ulta to pick up my pickup order, which is the e.l.f. It's like the e.l.f. knockoff of Clinique Take the Day Off. I like them both. It just depends on what kind of money I want to spend and if I can. The e.l.f. is actually hard to find sometimes, but they had it. And I'm trying to switch to the CeraVe. I'll talk about it when I get it, but I'm going to try and make a switch to a slightly less expensive cleanser to save money, but also I feel like the fresh cleanser while keeping my face clean. I'm really starting to have dry, like flakiness around my mouth while still being oily. So I'm going to try this other one. It's less expensive, but it also is supposed to be really good for combination skin, which is what I think I have now. Super oily in the T-zone, very dry and patchy and flaky in other areas. And then I'm swinging by Target because I got to pick up a couple things for Jessie. And then I'm heading home and I'm going to set up the crock pot and no more leaving the house. We're going to get the second workspace set up. Well, I mean, I'm going to walk Layla, of course, but like I'm going to get the second workspace set up and then try and get a little work done. The other errand I forgot, or not errand, but thing I have to do today that I forgot to talk about is I need to clean for the cleaners because they're coming tomorrow. I also want to put my print up, but I just don't think it's going to happen today. We have to do it. It's going to take about an hour to get into the frame and then another hour to hang it. And the last time we did this, Layla put a hole through it, so I had to reorder it, thankfully through their sale. But like, we need to have a lot of time to do it. So I don't know. That probably won't happen today. And the other thing I need to do once I have gotten the workspaces set up, I'm really not in a place to do freelance work today. I'm just not feeling it. And if I'm not feeling it, I'll spend more time sitting there than actually doing the work. So instead, I think I'll start the HB90 stuff today, I think. Okay, so I am at Ulta. I'm going to go take care of that. I've already picked up my prescriptions and my Starbucks. I almost didn't make it to the prescriptions. The person in front of me, not only, like, it took a while, and that's the way it works at Walgreens, but the person in front of me then pulled forward to check and make sure, I don't know, do whatever you need to do to drive off. But they didn't pull far enough forward for me to be able to go to the drive-thru. Like, I had like 2 feet before I could get to the drive-thru. And I'm like, motherfucker, it's like 1:15. They're closing in 15 minutes. And you're shit out of luck if they close and you haven't gotten there. So thankfully I made it. Chef's kiss to my people at the Walgreens that I go to because they're great. Also, I should add, I have been listening to today's January 6th hearing, which is the one with Cassidy Hutchinson. Fuck, dude. Like, it's not like I didn't know some of this stuff, but hearing about it and hearing that we had a fucking president who threw plates at the wall, like, Jesus. So this is the cleanser I bought. This is CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. It's meant for normal to dry skin, but everything I read online says this is really good for combination skin. And it's also good at taking off makeup. And I tend to use a cleansing balm, which we'll talk about in a second, to remove the majority of my makeup. But I like my cleanser to be able to remove whatever's left. And that's why I like the Fresh Soy Cleanser. But it's expensive. And not only that, but I'm having some more trouble with the patches on my face, the dry patches. So switching to something that's both cheaper and potentially going to work. Also, it's gentle, which is important because my skin breaks out if I use stuff that's too interesting. I don't know, whatever. So I'm going to try this. I'll let you know. And then this is the cleansing balm, the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. It's very similar to the Clinique. I would say it's a little less stiff than the Clinique. And I feel like it has some kind of like exfoliator or something. It has like a slightly grittier texture to it than the Clinique does, but it does the same thing for the most part. The problem for me is that this is the one I prefer, but I tend to go through this one faster. I think it has a little less, but on top of that, I think I use a little more than I do with the Clinique. But this is only $11. The Clinique's almost $40, I think, $35, something like that for a container. So if you can find this one, give it a try if you like using cleansing balms. Anyway, now it's off to Target, and then we'll be almost done with these errands. So I just wrapped up at Target, and I went 1 for 2 of the things Jesse wanted. One thing he got, one thing he didn't get. And then I got this tank top because I wanted to see if they had any of this. I knew they weren't going to have the one that I'm wearing because it said they didn't on the app. But this is the other style from Ava and Viv that I saw that I really liked, but they didn't have in my size. So I picked that one up, and now I think I'm done with clothes shopping for a while. I got a folder. The school section is actually like barely even begun to be set up. Like most of it's set up and it's not really stocked yet, but they had some folders, and I picked up this one because it's cute. And I would have been fine buying one that was cheap and not cute, but they all have prongs, and I didn't want prongs, and this one isn't prong free because I need something to hold all of my, like I have a many pages list from Christiane Designs to work on, and I want to work on that, but it's not going to be at my desk. I don't want to lose pages, and I have no idea how to find my folders or my binder clips in my current chaos of office. So I figured easier just spend $1 on a folder. And then these were actually something I meant to buy on Sunday when I went grocery shopping, but I couldn't, they weren't in stock at the Target I went to. So they had them here, which is good because now that I'm not afraid it's going to leak into my ceiling, I need to clean my garbage disposal. Errand, I need to swing by on my way home and drop off my ballot at the polling place. And then I get home, go to the bathroom. The fucking Trenta is going right through me, and then start setting up and so on and so forth. It's time for another walk with Layla. We try to get her out for a walk at least 3 times a day. Usually the evening walk is a longer walk. But during the day, especially, what we're trying to do is get her out for a walk before she starts to get bored or energetic. Like, catch her while she's in like her sleepy time. Like not when she's sleeping, but when she's just like mellow, to kind of maintain it. Maybe kind of like close to that idea of, you know, when you get surgery or something, you're supposed to take your pain medication to stay ahead of your pain. We're trying to stay ahead of her puppiness. I just got back from the walk. I'm nice and sweaty. We got in an online order. Jesse got this Slap Ya Mama stuff. I don't know where he found it, but I have not been able to find it. And we literally just had the very, very last of it on chicken this weekend. He loves this stuff. The kids love it. They'll put it on mac and cheese. They'll put it on their food. I am gringo mouth, so a tiny bit like what was on our chicken this weekend was enough for it to be like really spicy for me. It has to be added either after or he'll grill separate food for me because I'm such a wuss. But the packet came in also had the standard blend, so I'm curious to see how this one is because this mama doesn't want to be slapped. This mama wants to be like gently tapped. Tap your mama. Dinner is set up. I got a couple chicken breasts, some butter, pesto, lemon juice. I'll run this for 4 hours on high, and then I'm gonna boil some rotini or whatever I've got, fusilli, and I maybe throw some broccoli in. I gotta water my green stalk, but I thought I would show you. Ooh, I need to trim some of these strawberry runners off so that there's more energy for strawberry. It looks like I've got some more lettuce coming. I finally got some little tomatoes coming in. There's one right there. Little guy right there. Somewhere on one of these is, though, there's one. Look at that puppy. You can't see it. Hold on. There we go. Beans of green. Good morning. It's Wednesday. I didn't wrap it up last night for 2 reasons. 1, I was not feeling very good and I was wiped out after dinner. And 2, I figured because I didn't do the second work setup, I'd do that today and just push them all into one video. So that's on my list for today. It occurred to me that I don't want the dining room to be like work central all the time. So the key for setting up a workstation down there in order to film is to make it easy to put away. I'm only going to use it when I need it and then put it away. If I want to paint or anything, I can always move my supplies up there. I kind of have a free range cart at the moment that I might be able to use. The other thing today is we're going to sushi tonight to celebrate Sunny's finishing their GED. I'm excited for that. Jesse's currently at the dentist. The cleaners just left. I'm wearing a maxi dress for the first time, I think. I think I wore one once already this year, but this is like feeling like summer. It's going to be in the 90s again today. Already took Layla for a walk, and it's time to get going. Kitten check-in. I have no idea where Lucy is. He might be under the bed. Let's take a look. Is Lou under the bed, or is he downstairs? He doesn't know. Because he's a kitten. And Layla's still in her crate. She wasn't in her crate all morning. She was just in her crate while I was in the shower because Jesse's not here, and sometimes, like, we have puppy TV on, but sometimes if she's left on her own while we're in the shower, she'll chew on blankets. I didn't see Lulu, so must be downstairs, right, sir? Right, sir? Odin. Hi, bud. Little shaggy man. Did you see a buggy? Yep. All right, so I think I'm gonna set it up here for filming. The problem is that my tripod only stretches so far. That's why, like on my desk, I have to sort of slide forward. So I'm wondering if I can do it from the side, but then turn the camera. I don't know, we'll have to see. I'll bring the tripod and the camera up here. Basically, what I need is just like this spot here to film. And I don't even think I need light because it's really nice and like indirectly bright in here during the day. If I can just get my camera, my tripod, and whatever I need to film, then it won't be quite as awesome. I want to make my sound set up or anything else, but I hear the cats over here, by the way. But I think I'll be able to get it all figured out. I love vacuum lines in the carpet. Oh my God. Hi, Lulu. What's up, my Lou man? And my Odin harassing him. And Layla's in the backyard and wants to come in. So I'm working on this right now. Obviously, this is too close to the chair, but what I found was I could rotate this ball and there's like a divot here. And I think I can turn this. If I can turn this whole thing, I should be able to face the camera downwards in the right direction. All right, I think I got it. I'm gonna have to work a little deeper into the table, and I kind of had to move it around to get like a better, for some reason from that side, it wasn't getting where I wanted it to. So here I have a better idea. I just brought this like vase I got from Michael's. I don't remember what I got it for, but I haven't used it yet. So to throw in the extra batteries, the battery charger, and the lens cap, so I keep them all together. Normally when I'm recording at my desk, I actually have the AC adapter going with my camera, so I don't have to worry about swapping batteries, but the only like outlets over there, and I've got these guys. It's just too much. So I think this could be the good setup. I just need to remember kind of where it is for doing like face down videos. And for face up videos, I'll probably just do the floor in my bedroom because that's what I've been doing recently. So this is set up. I need to film, I think my bullet journal video is what I'm gonna do today. I've been avoiding it. Whatever video went up on Tuesday this week is the video I filmed today. So yeah, so here's gonna be my little workstation. If I'm gonna paint down here, I'll just bring my paints. Maybe I'll set up a cart. I'm kind of afraid to because of the cats. I'm not sure yet. Dealing with a medication situation for one of my kids, just trying to get more refills before they leave. And I'm trying to work on a live streaming setup that will work, like not for face down live streamings, but for other kinds, because I'm going to be experimenting with a new software. And I'd like to just try that. I decided instead of doing my bullet journal video, which you'll know now when you're watching this, I'm gonna do my favorites because I'm really not feeling inspired to do my bullet journal video based on how crappy I feel. So I'm gonna keep working on this, but currently I have my camera set up there, my podcast mic, and my computer, and I've got all my cords that I need to hook up. So you can see here, I am getting it worked on, and the thing I am most excited for with using this new live streaming setup and this different software is this. Hell yeah. And also, there's a way to pop comments up on the screen that I'm still figuring out. So hopefully by the time I return to regular live streams in August, you guys will understand this. But the patrons are going to be getting this as we're doing it, because with the basement being out of commission, live streaming my planner might be difficult. So I might be doing something else. So we'll see. It is about 3:47. We're getting ready to go to sushi. And I think I'm going to end this here. This has been kind of a strange little vlog, but it's been a strange few days. So anyway, if I were to start doing a live show, as opposed to live plan with me, like a live chat show of some sort once a week, especially thinking about hot takes, I really think that's where I'm going to start talking about some of my feelings about the self-help industry and things like that. Let me know what topics you'd like me to apply my hot takes to in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, friends. Peace.